Hi guys, welcome back to part 2 of the Flatmates Pod. I am Sonja.
I'm Alexis.
I'm Basola.
Kirsty.
We don't need to do it.
I'm even sure we said our name.
Yeah, I was even shocked.
Because some
people are going to start from here. Yeah.
One.
Okay.
Yeah, some people start
We
from
might
here.
just watch this one. And so,
Some of your-
you know who we are now if you didn't watch the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's jump right into it.
I just want to know what everyone's highlights of 2024 was. I feel like back before we spoke about like lessons and this and that,
Yeah.
but generally, how was 2024? What was your highlights? Because Kirst, you said that there was loads of good times. Yeah, I feel like I would say one of mine. I feel like I have loads, but my highlights was just the amount of weddings that I went to. Like I absolutely
Was a
just
wedding guest.
I was a wedding guest. I was a bridesmaid. It was just amazing to celebrate love and just celebrate good things and new things and just like hear everyone's vows and hear their journeys and it was just so beautiful, so nice, so fun and so wholesome and just like seeing love in the room, not just the people who are getting married love, but like how much they
Everybody
were loved
around
as
them
well.
loves them.
Even traveling for Basola Sisters one as well, and just made me even more just what a destination wedding. Like, I just feel like I just need to have that. But yeah, that was all those weddings were like the highlights for me. Just celebrating love was just amazing. Who else has whatever?
What's going on with us?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
It hasn't happened to me.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's the white.
The light.
But anyone else?
I was also going to say the weddings, actually. I went to 2. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. Yeah.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. They won't know that it's not theirs that I forgot. Yeah, I was gonna say the weddings because I think this was my first the wedding I went to this year was my first Nigerian wedding.
No, we went to one last year.
What one was that?
Camille's brothers.
Oh yeah, the whole day.
Oh, you mean the whole day,
Yeah. That
yeah.
one I only went to the end bit, but like going to the whole day. Yeah, it was really, really nice. And also just like that was the first wedding that happened like in our service of our church.
Yeah.
So it was really, really nice to like feel the love. Everybody was just like so gassed when it happened. And even the first proposal that happened in church as well was last year. So yeah, those were good highlights. I was gonna say that too. But some other highlights for me was going to Mexico, which I said in the other, I think a random question though. One of the random questions was if you could go back to one time in this year, what would you go back to?
What was our favourite group memory?
Oh, group memory. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mexico was a highlight. I've had Mexico
yeah,
on my list for like since I was in school. Like since because I have a list on my phone of like loads of countries I want to go to, and Mexico has been on there since I was like 14. No joke. So to finally tick that off was like a really surreal moment, and I liked how I'd done that holiday because that was the first holiday that I've been on that I didn't use social media while I was there because I didn't have social media for the first 6 months of the year. So to do that holiday and to just be like completely there and like it was just soaking in the moment as the moment was happening. And even like I remember one of my friends, this is so random, but he messaged me and he's like, oh, do you mind if I can use your printer? And I was like, bro, I'm in Mexico. like I'm literally in Mexico, but like how would he know? He wouldn't know because I wasn't posting on social media. But like in that moment I felt like, bro, like this is how you could just live your life. It was so nice to just be like in the moment. So Mexico was a big highlight.
Yeah, definitely for me as well. It's like I forgot I went even for my own birthday. But yeah, it was definitely a highlight for me as well.
Mexico's gonna be mine.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Probably
can. But there's you can still say it there. Or just
that was me saying. Yeah.
Oh.
The Mexico's gonna be mine.
You might then what's your other ones then?
Or what about Mexico?
Oh yeah.
I just really enjoyed Mexico. I really just it's a beautiful place. Like
Yeah,
place is
the actual
unreal.
place.
Like I've been to places, but I really just enjoyed Mexico and how it was. I think I'm a beach person and I'm a hot country person, so it was just lovely. Other than that, I'd say like little things. I feel like I just enjoy the little things, like just doing little things with my friends and stuff.
Yeah, the random friend link-ups.
I just enjoyed like friend hangouts and like getting closer to people and stuff like that, and just forming new friendships. But Mexico was probably my highlight of last year. Yeah.
Save the best for last. I've got a lot. Everyone tuck in.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll start from the start of the year. Mexico was like I think that was my first holiday of the year. Yeah. That was a great trip, honestly. 10 and 25 in Mexico. Do you know, because we booked it so late and how we like executed it or whatever, like it was a good holiday. And yeah, like I don't know, like the Mexican air is just a bit different. Like
Yeah.
it's just
The
I don't know
water,
what
the
it is.
sunset.
It's just
Oh,
something.
It was
like,
just
the
yeah.
sunrise.
even watching the sunset from our room because we
The
actually had a
sunset.
good view. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, sunrise, sunset,
Isn't it?
like everything was just like, wow. We went to Island Juarez, like that was unreal.
That water was
Oh, yeah.
so blue.
when the water's so
blue. Like that
Let me not
was
sing.
wow.
I even forgot about that island. Wow.
Nah, it's unreal. The hot dogs, my words.
Yeah, Kirsty had like 3
What,
hot dogs.
you had, like,
She
like
had
four?
like, yeah, on
In,
the
like,
island. She
10
had,
minutes.
like,
on the
four.
street.
One store.
I'm about to
next
say in
door-
5 minutes.
Next
like,
door,
literally.
like, oh, they were good. hot
And they were
dogs.
so. I'm sure they were like cheap as well. It was just like
Yeah.
No, it was like probably like £1.
Yeah, they were
Like,
good.
they were
hot
good.
it
dogs.
was good.
What?
And I remember when I came back from
The
Mexico.
dolphins.
Oh my god, guys!
yeah.
Me and Kirsty swam with dolphins.
Did you swim?
Well, I did my best.
Yo,
Like, you know
that is probably that
was
one
like
of
my
favourite
highlight
memories.
of
Yeah,
the
that actually was my
whole-
favorite memory of the whole year.
That's probably one of my highlights of my whole year.
Like-
my whole last year. Like,
Oh, we didn't even get
that,
to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
that
was.
like
no
no,
one understand. They
yeah.
won't understand.
Whoa,
Like,
I don't
I-
even know who we thought we were.
Like, if you want to know what an immersive experience
Wow.
was, like that was
Wow.
it. That
I
was like
shocked myself.
No, guys, Michael Phelps over here.
I shocked myself, but I also saw my life flashing from my eyes. Like,
Yeah,
no joke.
it's either you
Like,
have no
sometimes
choice,
I
you just have to swim in
yeah,
it.
Sometimes I sit down and I think I could have lost my life last year. Like there was a
no,
moment.
stop.
No, there was a
No,
moment.
guys.
The
you don't
dolphin
understand.
took me down.
No, as in, actually carried her. Like it was
He took me
his
down.
own.
Like I was, yeah.
Stop.
Wow, and then he found me again.
Again.
and then
And
he
took
brought
you
me
to
to
your
the shore.
destination.
My destination. No, sometimes I think raw. Like what would like, my mom would have said? I told you so.
Yeah, when, I
She
feel
wouldn't
like
even have said
our
because I
moms
wouldn't have
always
been
say, "Don't
She
do
would have
this,
even
don't
allowed
do
us to
that."
get.
I was
As
sending
far
her
as the
things. She
gate.
was like, I said, why are you doing? Why are you sending me this? She was distressed. Like, I was really stressing her out. Like when we were zip line, all these things. I was upsetting her.
Oh, yeah, zip
God.
line. Oh yeah, you did
Conquered
well.
a fear that day.
Everyone saw you
not
going
even
up the stairs. Like,
God, even thinking about it, that was not conquered. I still hate it. I just don't get conquering fears. Like,
I couldn't breathe.
Exactly why I hate it. I
so
do
bad.
like
it's
cats.
making me like
I didn't need to
Push
coconut
me
out,
stick.
man.
Walking up the thing like this.
No,
was-
her knees were
yeah.
literally like,
That was awful.
I thought my throw hats was bad then.
Yeah, but yeah, go on. Sorry.
Go on, all the rest of your highlights.
innit?
And then literally like the day after we landed, my sister like it was the series of
Wow,
her wedding.
yeah.
'Cause it was like
Yeah.
literally the civil, then the next week the trad, then the next week the white. Like that
Beautiful.
whole experience was just.
Yeah.
And do you know, like my sister, and this is the only time I ever say it. So
Yeah.
if you ever want to hear this again, you got to come back and watch this. Like she's literally like my first love. Like she's,
You say it all the time. I was
You say
gonna
that to her all the
say.
time,
I was gonna say whatever
You
you're about
write
to
it
say is
to-
Kat,
anyway.
you love her and she knows.
no, just me. The way I tell her I love you guys, not the way she gets it. Trust
Is
me.
it?
She gets the toughest part of the love.
Yeah.
But like she's literally like my first love. Like she's literally like my second mum. Like she's fought for me hard. Like honestly, and like she really like motivates me. Like my sister, because she's like the eldest child and I'm the youngest. Like we have our experiences of life are so opposite.
Yeah.
And it's like she's teaching. Like I'm learning a lot of things from her now. And obviously she's married and obviously, you know, my Nigerian king. Yeah, so I honestly like that whole just watching her get
Yeah.
married and watch her like just
Beautiful.
blossom into the woman that she already was
Yeah, lovely.
was honestly a highlight. And then
Imagine.
her namesake got married from our church. Shout out Mary again.
Oh yeah.
And literally they both got married on the 9th as well. So it was just
Yeah.
like it was like
Wow.
deja vu. Yeah, so that was like just like watching your friends get married is like it's like
It's
life is
nothing
really
like it,
starting.
yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah,
really getting
yeah,
to
we're
like,
really here.
like what we used to
Literally.
talk about
Before.
years
Yeah.
ago is literally coming to pass, and it's
Yeah.
just like it's just so crazy, but like just such a beautiful thing to just experience. What else happened?
What else
You're giving us a whole wrap up.
Literally.
Wrapped up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
literally. So let's wrap.
It's
Roll
a
with
wrap
wrap.
up.
I went to Dubai in September, and like I just love Dubai. I don't know what it is. Like it's just
Dubai
like
air
it's just
as
like
well.
it's just like love.
Habibi,
No,
come to
Dubai,
Dubai.
Like, it's just
Nice.
and the thing about Dubai that I love is that everyone there's so friendly. Like coming back to Dubai then getting on the tube to go to work was humbling.
Yeah.
I think
No, no one talks
anywhere.
about
Yeah,
that.
I think
Oh.
so. I think it's holiday
anywhere.
vibe.
Come back to
Yeah.
the UK, you realize.
And I feel like every single time people come back from Dubai, the weather is mad. I mean, like
Yeah,
in that
raining.
September, for some reason, it's just
Always.
raining bad.
Anytime,
Then they get
yeah.
sick. It's just
Like
like,
going from 40 degrees to 4s, honestly, it's not
whoa,
something
yeah,
you can
that's
write about.
crazy.
Like it was
That's crazy.
honestly, so it was such a good holiday. And I went on holiday with one of my friends from uni, and like we've been friends literally same amount as you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy, like,
Yeah.
and I think last year was just a testament of like solid friendships, growth, getting to understand a lot of people like around me more, trying to be more present, and my sister's getting married this year.
Another sister.
Getting married this year, and she's having like a complete different wedding. So it's like now this experience is going to be nice and different, more chilled. But when she actually starts wedding planning for her wedding, I'm sure
this wedding that is
she will enjoy I'm sure we'll enjoy the end result.
We definitely will.
But yeah, it was a very good year.
Yeah. I feel like one of my highlights actually is like, it's so weird. I don't know if it's just like a highlight, but just like building closer relationships like with my parents. And I'm saying parents as in like even my stepmom. I feel like in 2024 we got so much closer.
Our stepmom.
Our. Yeah, it's so true, isn't it?
Mine first.
That's much.
I feel like last year we started forming like even more. We had a relationship before, but I feel like our relationships got deeper. We speak more about just like things other than, because sometimes I work with her and seeing her at work is like, wow, I knew you did it all, but you do it all.
Really do it.
You do it all. And working with her is just amazing. And she just opened up my eyes to so many things. She's like allowed me to meet so many people and just have so many opportunities. So I feel like that was a very big highlight for me, because she shows me who I can be. Like seeing how she has shown me who I can be. So like even not just her, I feel like even my own mum, I feel like we've even got closer. And that was actually going to be my lesson. We didn't do a lesson because it's a
continuation.
It's a continuation, but my lesson is just like everyone, our parents actually need us as much as we need them.
Good lesson. Wow.
Yeah, our parents need us as much as we need them. And I feel like they go through things, and I feel like my mum had me at a very young age, so I had to grow with her a lot. And I feel like as I'm learning lessons, she's learning lessons, and it's just now it's like in 2025 I'm definitely going to prioritize our relationship more and do things like just us two doing mum and daughter dates, like just literally us two. Obviously I have two younger sisters as well, but I'm definitely going to prioritize that, because our parents genuinely need us more than they say. They don't really say it as much.
It's actually crazy, because me and my sister were talking about this, and it's like you always have to remember that our parents were once us. They were once kids, and they literally had to figure out this thing called life by themselves. And it's like a lot of things that we didn't understand then, we're starting to understand now. So it's just like giving that extra grace, and obviously just cherishing your relationship. Because I told my mum now every Thursday nights movie night.
That's
we're
good.
watching. We're just gonna watch movies. I'm gonna just do what she wants to do. Because my mum's like, she watches that Nollywood, but if it's taken like watching Nollywood, that's gonna get me like that close with my mum, then it's a nice sacrifice that I'm gonna have to make. So I feel like just cherishing your parents is honestly,
you gotta do it.
Yeah, it's so important.
Yeah, it's very important. So that was like my lesson / highlight, is like just getting closer to like all my parents. I feel like my dad is just, we've been close. I don't know if we can get any closer. Like that's just like my bestie. So I feel like regardless, but I feel like, to be fair, he's even showed me like he's even become softer as a person as well. Like my name for him now is Princess all the time now. Like he's very
join the club.
Like literally just Princess now. Like I don't even know if he knows my name anymore. But and he's shown me certain times, and we had certain things, and we've actually had true deeper conversations in 20. But I feel like it's because they're realizing like, oh, she's actually an adult now. She's grown. She understands things more. Reflection. Parents, love them,
isn't it?
Like, got to thank God for them. Yeah. But not to make everything so serious, what are like trends and stuff in 2024 that needs to be left behind, like for real, like trends on social media? Because I feel like there was just
like 2024 might be the first year that's not that trendy, or maybe
you haven't been on social media that much.
Okay,
I think.
Because I feel like last year, the years before, was like so many things like trends. I can't think of any apart from the recent ones, like the Suspect Challenge.
Yeah, that's
or
what I'm thinking. Just recent. I can't think of.
There was another one.
We don't judge.
We listen. We don't judge. But like apart from those two, I can't think of. They're like end of 2024.
No, but I'm talking about is like all this rock star ripping your shirt.
Yeah.
This is personal.
Sleeps, fair enough.
We gotta not bring that to summer 2025.
Yeah.
Let's
talk about in general things like not just social media, but in general, things that
Yeah,
can
like,
be
we
left in
have-
2024.
we need
But the
to
thing is,
stop.
but some of those tops. So is it fine if they buy it when they're already cut?
None of
Just
it is
don't buy
fine.
it.
You know, like
Yeah.
the sleeveless.
You just don't like the sleeveless.
None of it is fine.
So what if you
Why,
see
do you
someone
not
who's
like
meant to be
seeing
your
their
Nigerian
arms
king,
out?
but he has no sleeves?
he will not.
My Nigerian king would not be
He
wearing that.
shan't not wear that. He'll be wearing full either
Fully short
short
sleeve
or
clothes.
long sleeve. Like we even match.
Why don't you like it? Is it their arms?
It's just like when did we start doing this? Like
Yeah,
it just came out of.
I think I
came
actually
out.
like it.
I like it.
Yeah, if it looks good, it looks
Yeah,
good.
it
doesn't
looks
suit
good,
everyone,
but it's not. Yeah, and it's not every trend that everyone must follow.
Yeah.
Like,
This hates it.
like it's just it
Yeah,
just
I
gives me
can't
like
think of-
rock star.
But I feel like there's fashion trends always come as well.
Yes,
Like
literally.
in general, I feel like what was
Yeah.
a fashion trend of 20?
Leopard print.
I don't
What was that trend?
Really?
Leopard print just came back into fashion. Like
I haven't
everyone
seen
wearing.
anyone.
Yeah, for 90s. It's because she wore it.
No, but that outfit.
It's because you wore
No,
it.
no. I'm not even joking. Like
Milana was coming back from
Milan,
Milan.
you
She
should
went
come
left
back.
my whole
You thought you was going to a 90s
my
party.
whole For You page on TikTok at one point was just leopard
Yeah, but I
print,
feel like that
leopard
was
print,
when like the
leopard print.
2000 parties happened. That's when I only see
No, no,
cheetah.
no,
I
no,
don't
it was-
see.
No, someone just
Really?
started wearing cheetah and then everyone became like leopards. Like,
No, but you know, but I feel like I've realized on TikTok what happens a lot. People actually really do wear the same outfits.
Yeah.
Like for example, that black two-piece, is it the Capri one?
the
With the tie in the side.
Oh my god, with the time.
Desire.
Oh, that's Capri.
Yeah.
I thought it was a pretty little thing.
No,
that's
no.
Capri's is the
Capri
style
is
of
what
trouser.
is.
Oh,
It's what the thing is called.
sorry guys, but on Pretty Little Thing.
It's not on
No,
Pretty Little
Public
Thing. It's on Public
Desire.
Desire. But like,
What
I
is
can't
it?
lie. The two-piece that I wore when we went out to dinner for your birthday.
That
That has from literally from January all the way to now. That has been going
Even
on.
Really?
That TikTok shop has made their own variation.
Now TikTok shop has its own variation.
Like everyone was.
Guys, you're lying.
I've only ever seen. I've seen.
I
I've
didn't
seen
see
it
it.
a lot,
I've not
but
seen it the whole year
No, I've
like
seen it a
that.
lot.
What?
No, it's
It started off with the cream one.
wait,
Yeah.
is this,
Maybe that's
is this what
what-
Kazima wore to the
something.
Bumblebee that thing.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You get what I
There was
mean?
a cream.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the brown, yeah.
The cream, now there's do you get what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you
I
think
mean,
we
it
should
is-
leave that or keep that?
It was
wore,
cute. I
like-
liked it.
I liked it.
Yeah, it looked cute.
Yeah, I think we should keep it. But I
Yeah.
just figured that's a trend that has gone on.
But that's a good trend because like.
Yeah, we can talk about a good
Because
trend.
people wear it differently.
Yeah.
See that's a trend that.
Yeah,
you
I wore it
Oh
well.
my gosh,
I wore it well.
I've got a good. All right, big ups.
Yeah,
I
wore it well.
You did.
I think I've noticed since the end of 2024 is that more girlies are doing leave out. Have you guys
Yes,
noticed?
Yes.
and I love it.
And I'm
yeah,
joining-
I'm
yeah,
joining
yeah,
I've
Yeah.
noticed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Leave
go back
out
to
has
leave
come
out,
right
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
I'm
And look,
happy.
Sorcha's got her leave out.
She's got.
It's a frontal.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Oh,
It's
I'm about to
basically
say-
saying it
Oh,
looks
okay.
so
That's
nice.
nice.
good.
I actually
Yeah, I
stuck
get
this
it.
myself.
Yes,
Yeah.
no, it looks good.
I'm happy about that.
Oh, good. No,
Yeah.
really,
You
that
literally
is a
thought I
good
was
one.
being literal.
No, I was thinking, wait.
Yeah, I was waiting for like the shh.
No, only because
I was
Sorcha.
digging you up.
You know, it's because
Yeah,
Sorcha
thank
usually
you.
has leave out. That's what I was thinking.
You know, in my head I was thinking,
Oh.
what do I have right now? Like, I was literally like, I missed.
No,
this
it's the frontal.
Yeah,
Pleasure.
Yeah,
right.
but the
Oh.
girlies, that is Sorcha. That is so.
No, it's
Yeah.
true. The
spot
leave outs
on.
are coming.
That is
back.
coming
yeah,
back.
it's
I'm-
coming
I'm
back and
really
it's good.
happy. I'm really happy because
Yeah, I'm glad about that.
I'm
But
tired of losing edges to wigs. Like it's honestly time
Yeah.
to.
but then
save.
at the same time, what I'm doing in 2025, what I'm prioritizing is like my natural hair and my natural nails and stuff. I literally booked an appointment for next week for Biab, you know, because every single time I get my acrylics done, I feel like my nails grow so much, but they can't be. I can't
once
keep
you
it.
get the prints off,
It's
they're
so
done. Yeah,
weak.
they're
So
done.
I'm just like, I'm starting my Biab journey. Last year, like September times, I cut my natural hair quite short, and it's flourishing when it's growing now. So that's definitely
You're
something
doing
that
more
I'm
natural lashes. as
yeah,
well.
yeah. I literally more natural lashes.
That's another trend too. I think.
Girls are definitely doing, except from Bus.
Yeah, except from us.
Except for me.
Girls are doing lashless looks.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
one right here. That's another trend too.
lashless
I'm here for it.
and less like dramatic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
I think I go lower and lower each like time I go and thingy if I'm doing individuals.
Yeah,
But yeah, sometimes
I'm
No.
here for that.
I'm here for
I
that.
love it. I
It's
love
like a
lashes.
mature vibe.
Yeah,
It's mature, and I feel like
love
it allows people to actually love themselves more in
yeah,
the natural.
Yeah,
I've realized like
yes.
before I literally done these little cluster lashes, I literally had my natural hair, my natural face, no eyebrows, nothing done. I was like,
You look good.
I still look good.
Yeah,
Yeah, do you get what I mean? So
like,
it allows people when you take back everything,
it's nice.
you're still beautiful. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Literally.
leave out is
Each
that was a
their
good
own,
one.
babe. You have your dramatics, girl.
Exactly. We love
You
you.
rock
The
it,
thing-
girl.
I am changing because I'm getting shorter lengths with the lashes now. So I
Why
started off
you
at,
changing?
Oh, this
I started off at 25 actually. When
What?
you don't remember?
That's
Bus at
like
25.
I used to do
ridiculous.
25
I had to
mm.
say.
Like when I do my
Is this
lashes
not-
now. No, this is not 25.
No, it's not
This is
25.
like
This is a
20.
lot,
This is
though.
like 22, but this.
So you do longer than this?
No, I
25.
used to do longer than
You know,
this.
one time I done 19 and I felt like I was gonna fly away. Like I literally thought like never ever. Now the max I do is 17. Mad.
Nah, mine's
Yes,
16
yeah, I'm
now.
going
When I go
to-
take it, yeah.
The
mine's-
ones that you have are 16.
They look long on you.
You're 16.
They look
yeah,
long,
exactly.
yeah.
Which is why,
Yeah.
exactly.
I feel like
Exactly.
17 is my max.
Well, you might be thinking of the 18s because
So
the 16th I done the
25.
last like.
No, do you know what the
about
thing is?
18.
Yeah, shout out to Lashmi Laws. She's honestly goated at what she
To be fair,
does.
they don't look 25.
But no, these aren't 25.
These
No,
aren't
the
25.
ones that she
Oh, no.
usually gets, they don't look.
No, they're
No,
not.
she hasn't done that in time.
No,
Oh,
as in
okay,
this was
okay,
like
okay.
years ago. Like what I
You
get
remember?
now when I go to
Oh, I remember. I have
when I go
YouTube
to
videos.
Lauren, I get like the most I get is 19 now.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
these
good.
are strips, so these are already made. So
Yeah.
I didn't pick the length of this. So
Mm.
disclaimer.
But you picked it when you bought it. Like,
But the only reason why I used to get long lashes, no, I didn't buy it. It was
gifted.
gifted.
We get gifted now, guys. Jetwell. Jetwell.
Yeah. So when Lauren first did my lashes, but bless her, this is when she started. Like my
God
lash,
bless
there was
her.
nothing there.
You're
And because I
Her
had, yeah,
own
no,
lash.
yeah,
Yeah.
like when she first did my lashes,
so
So- well, undefined. So when I started going to her when she just started it, like I think when I just left uni and I started going to her, I wanted the longest lash because I have hooded eyelids.
right,
So it's like I wanted them to be seen because the last time I had them they were unseen. But yeah, now I'm going, you know, every time I go to an appointment I
Go
take-
lower and lower. I think
I
that's the
take-
thing.
yeah.
I think the girlies
because the
keep
thing
going
is
lower
it's
and
not
lower.
easy to just go cold turkey and like
It's
start
not.
doing
Yeah,
this.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because you have
Literally.
to adapt to your whole face.
Of course,
Being
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
Well, even the girlies are getting shorter nails as well.
Yep.
I feel like everyone's
And-
doing
and-
it.
no,
Almond
no,
Because
came in
Sola
fashion
used
this
to
year.
literally. Do you remember like them like
I
city
don't
girl
remember
ones that she had
Why
that were
do I
like
remember City
claws?
Girls?
They
Are
were
you
literally like.
joking? I
No,
don't
well,
remember.
guys, there's another story behind that. When my friend used to do nails and she was just experimenting.
Oh,
like,
I
fair,
know, but
fair.
still, but Sola
I just
they
happened
were
to
just
keep
like
them.
crazy.
No, I had nails that were like here. Like it was honestly.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
almond
not
is coming
sure.
in fashion
I'm
too.
not sure.
Almonds, that's another trend.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
try
It's
it.
been in.
No, 2020.
No.
I think
I feel like
I
23,
literally did
24.
almond 23 birthday. My
So
20.
you were a trendsetter, babe.
Oh, yeah. My
Yeah.
20,
They weren't in
23.
love.
It's my
No, but I
25th
feel like
with
girls
almond.
were getting almond, but not to this extent. Like now,
Yeah.
almond
Is it?
is
The one,
like,
I was like,
okay.
like
I've done it yet
before-
though, but
before it was just shape, coffin and square.
Yo,
Yeah,
remember
coffin.
coffin?
No.
I was there. God forbid.
No.
But I used to do. I was
Yeah.
a coffin babe. God forbid.
Go for
Hey.
it.
I used to
Yeah.
can you imagine? God forbid. I used to do coffins.
Yeah.
God forbid.
like, hey,
I used to do coffin.
yeah, coffin was the thing. Though.
Yeah,
Coffin
always.
was the
That was
thing.
that. You were that girl when you
Yeah,
had
when
a
you
coffin.
had that, and when it was done nicely.
Why did they call it
Blind
coffin
was
though?
the
Let's
thing.
have a minute.
I think it's
It was
'cause
the shape
they-
of a coffin.
I think-
But why?
Yeah.
That's
but some people call
crazy.
it ballerina though. I've
I
seen
prefer
that.
I
that.
don't know what that is.
Mine's in it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, square is where it's
square.
at.
Isn't it?
No, almond. If
Yeah, almond's nice though.
almond
Thanks.
is where it's at.
I said I'm between almond or short skirt. My
So either
version.
almond or short French tip,
yeah.
like short French tip,
Well, I'm
cleanest
not
thickest
sure.
French tip.
I've got something else I'm leaving.
What?
Ooh.
Biting my nails. Sorry guys.
Yeah.
I still used to bite my nails in 2024, but I don't do it
That's
anymore.
wild. I didn't.
Yeah.
Even, well, I
so
actually
the reason why I'm
thought,
actually saying it is because there could be someone out there that still bites their nails, and you feel ashamed, but don't feel ashamed. I used to bite my nails. I had to buy. What do you say? What do you say? Did she snort?
No, she said pause that something, but I don't know.
Pause, E-man. When he said,
Pause.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That, you can't. Yeah.
So I actually bought this thing that tastes really,
yes,
really
you
bitter.
said, yeah.
So like I put it on my nails so I can't bite it, and I've actually
Was it
grown
working?
a little bit.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
That's actually good.
That pause no more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
no, that
that's
was
what I'm
good.
leaving. So I'm
That's
trying to be more
good.
natural, and I'm gonna do biab when I finally stop actually biting them.
Yeah.
That's good.
I've got something that so should be left.
Is it back to the men again?
No, we haven't got. We're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
Yeah.
We're getting there. We're getting there. But can people please stop crying on TikTok and uploading it?
I'm screaming.
'Cause why are you crying? As in, like, do you know? Because when I think about TikTok, yeah, I think about the whole process to getting to the point where you
people always
upload
say
it.
that. Even like YouTube videos, they're like,
Right.
how did you rewatch it? How did you edit it and see yourself crying? Yeah, people always say that. I've
And
heard
it's
that so
one thing
much.
to cry, but it's another thing to cry over men. Like, we need to
What?
stop doing that on TikTok.
Like
Oh,
on
on
TikTok.
TikTok. I was gonna say what?
No,
Yeah,
on
on
TikTok.
TikTok.
Because honestly, it's it's getting really worrying.
I get the process thing. I feel like YouTube is a bit different because you
maybe-
could be speaking and you're getting emotional. I
Maybe
feel like I
when
literally
they
see.
post it, they're still
No,
in
because-
crying mode.
No, but
so it's still
no, but
yeah.
then
you're
by the
recording-
time that you've now added the caption and everything, like, where are the tears? Like, are they still there?
they're still there.
Okay,
there.
sorry,
Maybe.
we are
The thing is,
sorry.
I actually do hear you because it's like,
No, I
it's
hear
like
it though,
why?
yeah.
But at the same time, you never know what that video could do for
someone
somebody.
else.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah, no.
but there's
Or
many
even
of
for that
them.
person.
Because sometimes
like,
they do touch my heart. Like when I see,
Yeah,
I'm just like,
oh.
No,
It's
but
like, yeah.
but there are some that are really like I think are genuine, like
is she okay?
that they need to actually like spread this because you don't know.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
then
But
sometimes
I feel like there's
guys,
some it's like it'll
do
be
that
like
alone.
What is it?
I can't
You
think of
can.
the caption in my head
You
like
can.
straight away.
It's
but
hard to think of.
like
a
when
caption,
people
yeah.
will be like crying because like he left me undelivered or something like
and they're physically crying.
and they're actually
No, they
like,
wasn't crying
they're
like
not
that.
crying
though,
like
man.
they're
They just
they're
put it that as a good
weeping.
caption.
Oh yeah, yeah. They'll
No.
cry and then
Yeah.
they'll put
They're
another caption.
weeping.
But that's so
Yeah.
funny because I've heard someone. I was listening to a podcast and someone was like, "I just don't get couples who just be like putting the camera there, then going to pray, and they're recording
they're
it for
praying.
long."
Oh, yeah. That's gonna be so much
You
in the
know
future
what?
though.
I actually thought about that this
That's
week
such a, like,
because
You posted
I
you and your mum
posted this
praying.
week,
Your mum- yeah,
and
yeah.
as I was like putting the camera there, I thought somebody's gonna say like, "How can you just put the camera there
Yeah,
and
and
then
then go and
pray?"
start
But at the
praying.
end of the day, I know I pray when the camera's not there. Period.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't matter if I'm showing you 15 seconds of the camera being there because I do it regardless. And then
So
you
someone
don't
would
know
say-
how that could help somebody. Like literally,
Yeah, of
you
course.
don't know.
So someone would say, "Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Forget."
No,
it.
but
No, but
it's
I'm
not
laughing
real,
because
or, like,
that
it's
just
not in the moment.
reminded me of
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I always say that, like,
yeah.
it's not real. It's not in the moment.
And in that moment, you're thinking of, "Oh, what's everyone thinking? What's everyone thinking?"
You don't know when
Yeah.
No, but
but
it's
like,
because there's
really-
Christian influencers, though. I think that was the
Yeah.
conversation of it. Like, they just like sometimes the Christian influencer thing is just too much.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
filming yourself. I was crying.
I think I've seen those. Yeah,
Yeah,
It could be
No,
like
but
when
I
it's
feel
not
like you can
cringy,
tell,
it's nice.
You can
Yeah.
tell when I feel like you can kind of distinguish when someone's actually doing it genuinely to like just show what they're doing in their
Yeah,
day.
and you
then
literally
when
do
there's
that
people
anyway.
that are literally going overboard because I know you're not doing this at 4 a.m. Like seriously, like come
Yeah,
on,
like that's not your
Yeah.
norm.
Like, it's
Just
not-
be
it's-
yourself.
But then it's like how you don't know them though. How do you know that's not their
Oh, you
norm?
know.
How do you know?
Sometimes you know, man.
sometimes
Yeah.
you can just
Sometimes you know,
How do you know?
sometimes
Holy
that's
Spirit,
not-
you
that's
just-
not-
Sometimes you know.
Holy Spirit, yeah, Holy Spirit.
Yeah, sometimes you know.
sometimes you can just look at a video and you just know.
You just know.
Like you know which ones to watch and which ones
You
to
will know them by their fruits.
You know. You know.
Yeah.
Mm.
What else, Busk?
You know, what else?
What's positive?
Stop,
What can
we
we
need to
what can we bring from 2024 and 2025?
I think
What
And
can we
build
bring?
on.
Yeah,
So,
what can we bring?
What can we continue?
I
to
love the
invest on?
naturalness. So that's one
The
thing.
naturalness,
Yes, we
yeah.
love the naturalness,
I
I
girl.
think positivity.
And loving ourselves more.
Yeah.
And you know what the girlies are doing actually? Because obviously I've been on TikTok more just because like trying
Yeah.
to build whatever. And I feel like the girlies are loving themselves and just walking away from situations that no longer serve them. And I think keep it up, girlies. It's great.
Oh, that is
Knowing
good.
your self-worth, that's what I was going to say. Even men, like I saw a video of men, like a guy, Shan sent me the other day of like a man and his self-awareness. And it was just so great. Like continue to be more self-aware, continue to be more confident, continue to build on your self-worth and know yourself. I think that's amazing, guys.
Yeah, that is good. Like posting those stuff on TikTok is actually good.
Yeah, it's good.
It can always actually help.
100%.
I'm trying to think of what things we can take into.
Happiness, positivity. Let's all be happy.
I
this
feel
year.
like one is literally like our podcast. I can't lie. Just keep it in 2025.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I can't lie,
100%.
and I feel like our podcast generally is a difference. Like people are not going to find mad controversial stuff here,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
good that we've been able to maintain that for as long as we have.
Isn't
Like we've
it?
maintained from when did we start? September last year till
September
now.
23rd.
We've been able to maintain that. So by God's grace, we're sitting here again at 2026 doing a similar video. Do you get what I mean?
In there.
So that's something that I would say, yeah, let's just keep it. And
Keep it
that
up.
was in 2024 and we're going to keep it in 2025 and then
And 6,
It was
7,
just
8,
good
9,
that-
then,
yeah.
then.
and to see whatever it brings and flourishes, yeah.
positivity.
You said
This is
that.
like the third
That's the first
time.
time you said that. That's the first time that you said that.
I'm really
I would
passionate
also say,
about
I
this.
think there's been a surge. Maybe it's just the people that I follow. I don't know, but I think there's been a surge in Christian content and people like
Yes.
having that like that shift, that moment.
yeah.
I feel like there's been like the
Yes,
overall general consensus. So we need
100%.
to keep that going on in 2025,
Yes.
and people are more open to say this is what I believe and
Yes.
actually
Yes.
showing that
I've
side
got a
of
question
their content.
actually.
Yeah, no, that
Because-
is true.
Yeah, like even
yeah,
like
sorry, this will
influencers
come to
who will come to you. Yeah, even influencers who are like, let me say not Christian, but they like just even like influencers who are just doing like fashion and stuff.
there's
Like let's say for like Mariam Musa,
Sasha,
Wumi Bello, she's more open about her. I think she even had her pastor on her show.
It's good.
Yeah,
That's
I think
good.
the
That's a good
openness and the
trend.
boldness for Christ, like live your
Exactly.
truth and live. And who is the truth? Remember your other episode? You
Yes.
have no truth.
That was
Jesus
me.
is the truth.
That was me, yeah.
You have no truth. Jesus
This
is
is-
truth.
yeah.
Yeah, literally, I live that truth. Yeah, like
Yeah.
people are being so much more bold and coming to
Exactly.
Christ more, and that's amazing. Still on your journeys.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
go on this.
What are you gonna say?
Oh no, it was just a question about like Christian content sometimes, because I had like a little debate about this when I had my Christmas Friendsmas last year, and like we were just talking about like we were talking about how there's been a surge in like Christian content, but then we're also talking about the kind of how that could be damaging sometimes.
How do you
And
think
as in
so?
like some so my point was, like, for example, like if someone's convicted to stop listening to like secular music, for example, if that conviction is for you, like, do you feel like there's a need for you to spread that out? Because then sometimes it might seem like you're just projecting to other people.
I do get what
As
you mean.
in-
I think it's the way that they do it
Mm.
because there could be other people that conviction needs to hit to, and if they don't see that particular person's video, then it might not hit them.
Hit
If
them
that
at all.
if that makes sense, they might not be enlightened to it until they see that person's video. So I think there's nothing wrong if you're just sharing.
Yeah,
this
as
is
long
how
as
I
it's not
feel,
condemning.
This is what
Yeah.
I think. I don't think you should do this. Even if they think it's like, I don't think we should be listening to secular music, and they put it out like, I don't think this is right, whatever, because there could be somebody else that them stopping listening could be the way to their breakthrough. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
you know
As
what
long
I
as they're not
saw-
saying like it is scriptural and
Yeah.
they're like twisting scripture to match what they're saying.
And I think sometimes people hate stuff like that because they probably know deep down.
they
and
know.
They feel bad.
Yeah, I was
That's what
gonna
And they
say.
don't want to be
down.
told the truth.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think of another example for
I
someone
think
who's
so.
maybe not a Christian, not the music, but I wanted to
Not
use
music,
another
but
example.
something
But
else.
like,
But I can't think as well.
yeah, but like sometimes you watch something and it's like, oh, I know I shouldn't really do that. If they feel that deep down, so they don't want someone else to tell them. So then, so it's like, as long as no one's told me, I don't know it.
Yeah,
Ignorance
yeah.
is bliss kind of
Yeah,
thing.
definitely.
So I think
ignorance
that's
is bliss.
I see no wrongs because if me sharing my like, I don't want to do this anymore, can be a light for someone else.
Share
Yeah,
it.
I don't see.
You don't have to comment on my
I
post. You
generally
can just
feel like
scroll
it's
past
keep
it.
scrolling.
I generally feel like it's what Kirsty said. People, it was only really damaging if they're either condemning, like if they're doing it in a
Of
condemning
course,
way,
yeah.
or
Like anyone that does
and
this
it only
got-
is damaging to
Yeah.
people who generally feel it because if someone, like, for example, the secular music thing, I haven't stopped listening to secular music, and I was thinking about it the other day, and I feel like I listen to gospel music way more than I listen to secular music. But even if it's about how music can influence you, if you get what I mean. So I feel like some convictions are for certain people.
Do you know why? Because
Do you get what I mean?
a lot of, remember, everyone has like Spotify Wrapped, and a lot of people share it towards like the end of the year. So
Oh,
the end of
yeah.
last year, like there were a lot of people that would basically come to say, oh, you guys are Christians, but there's no gospel music in your Spotify Wrapped.
That is true though.
But
You
then
think there's something wrong
that's
with
literally-
saying
I
that?
think that's the
Yeah.
thing. That's what I'm saying. So I think the person probably feels
Yeah.
like, I don't
As
know,
in,
like, let's
personally
not say
to
it's any
me-
friends, but like let's say the person would even feel like, oh, it's
Yeah, I
true.
said
there
that,
is-
but-
Yeah, you're
That
only gonna
is-
feel triggered if
Yeah.
you know that why is there no gospel music?
Yeah.
Fair enough if it's not your number one artist. Fair enough if it's not even whatever. But like,
If
How
there's
is there
none-
none?
there's
No,
none.
but there was no gospel music in my Spotify Wrapped.
And that's why
But
you feel it. That's why
Yeah, but
you
I'm
feel
not feeling
triggered
it.
though.
I'm not triggered. It's just what I was just using that as a point to back my point. I know I listen to gospel music, and when I listen to gospel, I listen to it more on like YouTube than
or
I do on
whatever.
Spotify.
yeah.
That's
Same,
like
that's
you.
what we were
So
saying.
that's
Same,
like
same,
generally,
same,
I
same.
don't. It doesn't bother me because I know
Both.
I know what I listen to. I know what I do, and when I crack to my spirit, it's on YouTube because I need to be watching the whole long sermons. So it doesn't really bother me. But I was just saying because we just had that conversation. It just
But what's your like opinion on that though? What do you think?
personally, and this is just
As in
personal,
somebody sharing.
as
what they
in
think.
I think with the secular music one because that's the one that kind of just.
That was the main
I'm not,
topic,
yeah,
or-
like I'm not really fond of when people do that because I just think sometimes it could be projection. But I do hear the point of like someone
What do
else
you
might
mean
need
projection, by
that.
the way?
Yeah, what do you
Within
mean?
that-
As in they're projecting what
they're
they.
projecting
Yeah, but
their views
how's that
on like.
projection? I don't get it.
As in who's
Yeah,
projecting
'cause-
their
No,
views,
but then
yeah.
it's about it's also boils down to how people are executing their videos because some people are saying like stop listening to secular music,
Yeah.
stop doing this is that. That's to me it's like that's what you feel and you might have had that conviction, but the way you're executing is like okay now I've done this and
Delivery,
now
yeah.
a lot of people now should now follow like my ways of.
I'm torn.
Same.
though.
It's the
I was gonna
way.
say, so I
You know
feel
what,
like- if sorry, this I think I'm gonna say it quickly. I think if they think that is the right message, and it's also not taking anybody away from God, then what's wrong with that? With them saying that, like, if they think, I feel like they've had that thing that, you know what, no, people, if you're Christian, you shouldn't listen to secular music, and that's what they think is going to bring people closer to God. What's wrong with them preaching that? Because
to me personally, sometimes I feel like when sometimes convictions are for you, like, they don't necessarily need to be for everyone else, and not to say that people are wrong.
But it's for someone though. It might not.
No, but
you get what I mean.
Sometimes like, you can get convicted, and it's like that conviction is for you.
I agree.
But then 100%. But then you know what it is. I think for something like that can be seen as detrimental to the body of Christ, or like, this is beneficial for me, but it would also be beneficial for every Christian, then I'll spread the word. If something is like, this is so to me, like, let's say me and my brother fight every day. God has sent someone to give me a message, you fight everywhere. I'm not going to come on TikTok and tell, because I know that's not like a thing that everyone, it's not something like secular music, that's actually general. Something like music, something like drug, all these things that people talk about, that the downside can affect the body of Christ. So I can see why someone would feel the need to go and spread a message. But then I feel like people receiving it, I feel like one thing we also need to do is
people
realize
get offended.
We get offended, but it's like, so even me, like, there have been times where like I know that I shouldn't have done something. So when someone comes and corrects me, even though just because I've done the thing, I'm not going to be defensive because I know what they're saying is right. Do you know what I mean? So let's say I smoked. I don't, but let's say I smoked, and then you were like, but you should be smoking because X, Y, Z. Not even just like to do with my Christian walk, but let's say it was other things. In general, like it's not good for this. But I just felt like, no, I can, because I'm not going to be wrong and strong when I know it's wrong. Yeah. So I feel like sometimes you've got to accept if something is true, just because I'm struggling or I'm not at the point you're at, I'm not going to dismiss it. Yeah. Like, for instance, like the music thing is a good argument, because I feel like, realistically speaking, like, we're not saying that cut every song, and we're not saying don't listen to it, whatever. But like,
the thing is,
it should be filtered.
Some people would, and because some people would receive that message or
that's why I think it boils down to like execution. Because I don't think like, I don't necessarily think it's like a wrong message to portray, but I think it becomes a problem when it's like you now try to enforce things on other people.
But I think it boils down to like, what is the
why are they offended?
Yeah, no, I don't know how to describe it. I think like, something like music, I don't think as being the example. The reason why I think it's like, if we really go down to it, you shouldn't listen to secular music, in my opinion. Like, as in, so I think that people are just upset
because they don't want to hear the truth.
They want to listen to secular music.
I'm not,
I think that's just what it boils down to. And I'm not saying stop listening to secular music, because I still listen to secular music. But I'm just saying, I think if there's certain stuff that when you really go down to the nitty gritty, that is actually what it is. And but we've diluted stuff so much. We just don't
want to, like, there'll be literally times where I love Afrobeats, for instance, but I can be like, you know what, I don't need this, and I'll delete my whole playlist. And just like, if I go in like 3 months down, like, I need to listen to this song and I miss it.
I've wanted to do that so many times, but I have so many songs.
I know.
How am I going to get this back?
Girl, I literally, the other day I was like, I really don't care. Like, if I need to listen to the song, you sound like you're going to go on radio, like, all the time, maybe if I want to have a little boogie or whatever. But if you feel so strongly convicted, just do it. Like, Afrobeats is one of my, like, if it's the gospel and Afrobeats, boom. But like, I was like, listen, like, I can get the song back. It's a song. But maybe leave my point.
Sorry.
But
I think my point that I said before, which might help you get back, is I was saying that some people just, it's what you don't want to hear, but it's the truth. Yeah. And with diluted Christianity is the last thing I said.
We have. I just have to,
I hear that, because loads of people, like, for example, my sister said to me, like, she respects Muslims more than she does Christians, and I'm looking at her like, excuse me, but she's like, oh, Christians don't take things seriously. But I'm thinking that's because you're looking at people, no offense, in our family who are saying that they're Christian. Like, people, Christianity and just gets diluted more.
Even outside of your family, just
we're going to need another whole episode of this, because we're not even going to.
Yeah, and then with Islam, everything just seems way more serious. Like, it's like, I feel like, obviously I can't speak for it, but I feel like when it comes to Muslim people, they don't put out as bad, as in, like, they don't really go against each other as much. I was gonna say, they're more united front. They don't go against each other as much.
And I think the reason why is because, like, wrong is wrong and right is right. Whereas Christians have diluted stuff, and then when there's people that are speaking strongly, it's who they think they are, or Christian influencer.
But deep down, you know, like, we know, like, there's things that we know, because, for instance, that's our thing I was trying to say. Like, we're all on a journey of our Christian walk here. Yeah. So let's say, like, if I'm still at a stage where I do X, Y, Z, but when I get to where I'm meant to be, I'm not going to be doing things that I was doing at X, Y, Z. Do you get it? So it's like, naturally, I'm going to be upset when someone says, why are you doing those things? But really and truly, the person that I'm meant to be, wouldn't be doing certain things anyway. Do you get
Yeah.
it? So I feel like we know the truth deep down when it comes to certain things, but we don't want to hear it.
We don't
We don't want to
wanna
let it
hear.
go. It's hard to, like, it's in our face. It's in our, like, and sometimes you just think, I just want to, like,
Yeah, it's
have
easier
fun.
to
I
be
wanna
in the
do
world.
this. It's
Yeah.
like, why not? So it just seems like, what's wrong with it? But then it goes deeper because it's like, oh, the influence and the this and the this, and it's not glorifying. So there's so much to it. But I feel
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I mean, the music
Yeah.
thing, honestly, Jenny doesn't bother me because, like, music has no influence over my life. Like, I know
That you
what-
know of.
music does
that
have
you know
influence.
of.
It
Yeah,
does have influence over everybody.
No, trust
It
me,
does.
I've actually thought about this because when the whole thing was happening, like, actually sat down and was like, does the music I listen to actually
There's a spirit
affect?
behind every music.
No, it does, because even I
does.
really
We don't
love
even realize it, yeah.
I really love R&B music.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I really love R&B music, and I realize when I listen to it more, it's just like I just feel lovey.
Yeah.
Like,
Why do you think when people
No,
cry, they
Lexi
don't,
loves
they
the
don't,
lovey-dovey
yeah.
R&B,
That's why when
like,
people love cry. When people
like-
go through heartbreak, you know, they go and listen to sad music
Yeah.
because that's what, yeah.
But I love it so much. I'm
Music,
just so
every-
lovey-dovey.
like,
I
we shouldn't be
literally
like, yeah.
feel like I'm in love, and I have no, and I'm
And you
literally
have
not
no love,
dating.
yeah, literally.
And like, I'm literally not dating.
Music
Like,
has a
LMA's
strong
EP
influence. We don't
like,
even
EP
realise
right
it,
now,
yeah.
it does. No matter what, but people just don't realize. It's not always negative, because me feeling,
Yeah, it's not
me,
always
like,
negative.
because me
Yeah,
loving love is
yeah,
not
yeah,
a problem.
of course.
But at the same time, I also need to deep. If I was to overdo it, I'm gonna start thinking, oh, maybe I should be dating. I should
Do
be.
you know what I mean?
like,
Yeah,
you get what I
but
mean?
there's an influence to everything.
There's an
but yeah.
influence. Trust me, there's influence to no matter what we think.
Yeah.
There's always some sort of
No, we
influence
should
with all
definitely
things.
Yeah,
do
but
an
good
episode
question.
on,
Yeah,
like,
we'll do- yeah, that's an interesting
on, like,
one, yeah.
is Christianity diluted or something like
So,
that? I think it would
or
be
just
good.
like just even the troubles he faced, because
The
that's
troubles,
the
again, the trouble.
Like, when we all like go through, do you know what I mean? So like, yeah,
Yeah.
but
We've learned so much. We've taken so
We've
much from
taken so
2024 away.
much.
Yeah.
we can yap forever.
Yeah,
Don't worry,
literally.
guys. More to come this year.
Woo!
I do have a quick random question. 30
Yeah.
seconds each.
Okay.
Favorite. Okay. 10 seconds each. Favorite TV series of all time.
That's
EastEnders.
hard.
EastEnders.
EastEnders.
I can't even.
Nothing compares to EastEnders. Like,
Nothing.
if you watch EastEnders, please comment below. We can
Okay,
start. a
Yeah, let us
community.
know. We are the
Like,
EastEnders
oh
girls.
Oh my god, only
Let's-
one.
One.
I'm gonna have to say This Is Us, but I don't even
I've
think
not
it's.
watched that. Wow.
You never watched
I
that.
haven't even
I've
heard of
not heard of
that.
that. Yeah, I don't know.
I love,
Is
but
it
it's just
American?
it's like
Is it Paramount?
it's like a family
I'll
or
check it out.
it's like a family
American,
thing.
that's
Modern
why.
Family. Ooh, Modern Family is good.
Oh no,
Okay.
of all time, and I'm thinking of
that's what I'm
my
saying.
wife and
So
kids and stuff.
sorry.
Oh, I don't know.
yeah.
I know everybody hates Christmas, man.
Really?
I really
I
love
never
that.
got into that.
Okay, so
There's too many.
Mine has to be Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
of course,
course.
Game
yeah.
of Thrones. Sorry, I have to say those two.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
currently
yeah.
watching it.
Rewatch.
So
Oh, have you not watched it ever?
never. It's my
Oh,
first
I'm
time.
gonna rewatch it again.
I rewatched
Yeah.
it twice already.
What's your
Wow.
EastEnders?
I started talking and I got lost because
I'm
Modern
gonna say
Family.
This Is Us. I'm
No,
gonna
no,
say
you
This
don't
Is
be
Us.
greedy this
Okay,
time.
well,
Only one. You told us only one. You
Okay,
only one.
I'll get to
Only
Modern
one.
Family, man. That thing is amazing.
Wow.
It is funny. How can I say
never
This Is
watched
Us?
Oh, watch it, man.
I just can't go for
Never
this.
watched that.
Where
But I was
can
even
they
gonna say
find us
Power, but
this
they're gonna
way?
be.
I've got so
I love
many.
Power as well.
Power.
Yeah.
Power as well.
Never
That
watched-
one
I've never
because
watched
there's so many
Power.
spin-offs. I just love it.
I've never.
I was
I've
actually
never
gonna say
watched
Power, but I
Power.
was thinking Christian Girl Power.
I'm sorry. I'm trying.
sorry.
This is what we were talking about.
You
It's
get what I
hard.
mean?
It's hard.
Like, why
But
do I
I
like
quite
that show?
they've gone down with like the sex scenes and
No,
stuff. It's-
I don't. I was saying with my answer, like they haven't, and it's a bit like,
They've gone down with the sex- no, the sex scenes
obviously I'm
were
grown,
mad
like I'm grown, I
before.
can see these things, but sometimes that's too
No,
much.
the
like,
sex
come
scenes were
on,
mad before,
yeah.
Kirsty. They're not
Is
like
it?
that now.
Never watched.
Okay,
What
anyway,
is
Sha,
this? Yeah.
where can
Yeah.
they find us first?
So guys, you can find us for more content like this
Yeah.
on X, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at the Flatmates Pod.
Yes.
Woo!
Bye,
Thank you for
guys.
watching. Bye.